My biggest regret of 2020 for my e-commerce business is probably that I didn't make that much money selling face masks. Now, I was following the whole cerveza sickness thing very early on, back in January, because the university that I teach web development at, they had a student that was from Wuhan, China, that essentially ultimately tested negative. But when he got here, they, I think, made him quarantine until his test results came back. And they kind of kept the community in the loop as far as what was happening. And that kind of put me, I feel like it forced my hand to get really knowledgeable about the cerveza sickness very early on, back before it was really mainstream. And the reason I share that is because the first thing I was thinking of was, how can I make money selling these face masks? And I was thinking I should sell them on Amazon FBA, which ultimately I decided not to do because I was too worried that whatever country I ended up ordering from, because keep in mind, we couldn't order them from China. China was keeping them all for their own country. And I had already found alternative suppliers in other countries, but during the production run or afterwards, even if it wasn't shipped out yet, the government could at any point in time of whatever country I order from say, hey, we're not exporting PPE, face masks or whatever. So I was too concerned with ultimately lighting money on fire by placing a big face mask order and then it not even getting shipped out because of some government order. I think private industry probably would have still shipped it out, but when you involve governments, and it would have been reasonable for them to say, hey, don't ship that out. So, I think we did that in America too, didn't we, with ventilators or something? I don't know. Anyways, back on topic. I didn't ultimately order face masks for FBA, but as you guys know, with print on demand, we were able to sell face masks. Here's the thing. I still didn't sell that many face masks. Like with Redbubble, that's probably the marketplace where I could have sold the most. The biggest issue I had was I have a huge existing catalog of designs on Redbubble, but face masks didn't exist as an item prior to 2020. And in order for me to sell face masks, I would have had to go in and manually enable them. By the way, hit me up in the comments below if you guys know some tool that can automate enabling face masks. I'm not aware of that if it exists. So I would have had to go in and manually enable all these face masks. That's too much of a manual task. That's too much of a lateral move for me. I'm trying to push my business forward and scale, so I ultimately didn't do that. But all of my newly created listings have the face masks enabled, as you would expect. As far as Amazon goes for selling face masks, I did not push any face masks to Amazon. The reason being, they had already kind of algorithmically cracked down on their catalog due to price gouging and due to people exploiting. My mom, I remember one day she's like, I bought these really nice face masks. And I was like, Ma, like you either paid like 100x what they're worth or they're going to come in like 3 months. And it ended up being both. She overpaid, maybe not 100x, but she overpaid. And they came in like literally months later. You know what I mean? Nobody had supply. So the reason I shared that is because it just wasn't going to work on Amazon. I don't trust their catalog. They're trying to police a massive catalog algorithmically using fresh code, code that probably wasn't tested very rigorously. So I'm trying to keep my entire account safe, right? I have my whole FBA business and my whole print on demand business under the same account. If I list a face mask, even through Printful, which that had been tested and lots of people were doing it, but like if something goes wrong, I'm putting too much at risk. So I didn't even do that. And as you can see here, this came out just yesterday, I think, on December 16th, saying that they're disabling the push for face masks to Seller Central. So for me, it doesn't matter because I'm not listing any, but it made me feel a little bit better about my decision not to sell any. But let me know, what was your guys' best seller of the year this year? Like, how were your face mask sales? Did you take advantage of selling them on Redbubble? Did you sell them through Printful or some other production partner? I know pretty much all of the POD production partners added face masks as an option. Did you sell a bunch on Etsy? I know that even the Etsy CEO back in like April was bragging that they did, I believe he said it was like 10 million plus. So it was like 8 figures sales revenue came through on their platform of just face masks, which of course they were the beneficiary because while the other platforms were trying to be responsible about not letting people get price gouged and scammed, There was even a big YouTuber, I forget his name, but there was a big YouTuber who essentially started some like Shopify dropshipping store and sold a bunch of these like premium, fun looking face masks, and then just kind of closed the business and was never to be heard from again and just kept the money. So people were being really shady. And I guess with Shopify, you can get away with it because you own the business. But anyways, that's probably why like Amazon, eBay were a little bit stricter. And Etsy, of course, just didn't care in true Etsy fashion. But let me know how your year was as far as face masks in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And also in the description, if you guys want to check out the weekly print on demand giveaway, there's a link at the top right next to my print on demand mini course for free. The link is right there, and my print on demand Facebook community. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you tomorrow.